What's up, reefers? Who wants more reefing? This is Alex Wilson right here, and I got more of the good, the bad, and the ugly today for you. And this is my video log of the daily details to hopefully give you the information needed to learn from my mistakes. So today I've got, I'm going to show you a little bit on my where I put that fail-safe valve for the reverse osmosis purified water coming in, as well as the new abalone that have spawned. If you saw my other video of the spawning abalone in my 20-gallon quarantine, as well as little babies have in fact shown up, so check it out. Alright guys, so here is a shot of the main display today, and like I was saying, check it out and see where I put this fail-safe valve, and this is to guard if the water top-off float valve is the float. If the float valve sticks on the on position, that would be the only detrimental situation, where it's stuck on the on situation and it starts to fill up and dilute the aquarium, and then eventually spill out of the aquarium, spill out into your living room, flood your living room, and if you're in a building, it will proceed to flood down into your entire building. So you definitely don't want that. Definitely good to have some sort of fail-safe if you are connecting your purified water system to your top-off system on your reef aquarium. So let's check out where I put mine. You can barely see it back in here, but put it right in here, back behind my protein skimmer, and there it is right there. That's down there, that's the original float valve that is on it right there. And so then right above that, I tied onto that pole that it's on the fail-safe valve, and that's right in line, so that shuts, so some water will rise in there, it hits the valve right there, boom, and it will shut off, and that shuts off the water intake to the float valve. So that will definitely hold it until someone can check it out. So yeah, it works pretty good there. And I'm put one underneath my sink where I have my purified water system, as well as on my 20-gallon quarantine. So check that out in a second, but check out how the main display is doing today. Looking pretty good, right, Yellow Tang? Definitely have some more green algae starting to really take off in here on the gravel, up on the rocks, and on the back glass. And on the back glass, certainly getting a little bit of the green slime and possibly a little bit of the red slime as well. So I hit it a little bit just to knock it down just a notch. But little more cloudy than usual as well. But other than that, everything else in here is looking pretty good. Can't complain about that. Yeah. Right, you little thing? Alright, so let's check out what I'm talking about over here on my check out how the Goniopora are doing today. Yep. Looking pretty good. You gotta love it. Goniopora is always nice and fun. Awesome shape to them, awesome colors. And I don't believe they take in food directly through the polyps, not through the physical action of grabbing food. They just look like that, as same as the Euphilia, but that's just my guess. Not scientifically proven. But I think they just take things in, their nutrients from what they need, just absorbing it directly through their skin. And probably similar to a lot of the other corals, like the Aquarium. I believe are probably a lot of the small polyp corals, probably the same. Right, Yellow Tang? Alright, so let's check out the 20-gallon quarantine system, and this is what I was talking about. This is where the abalone effectively was spawning, and they spawned another like or 2 or 3 times at least, that I've seen them. So sitting in here spawning, I didn't, you can see the eggs flying up everywhere and everything, and I was, didn't think they would actually reproduce in the aquarium. And it's not scientifically proven here, guys. I'm not a scientist. This is just what I'm seeing right here, but certainly I have some of these real small baby abalones in here, absolutely everywhere. It is possible that they're just eggs that were already on some, on the rock or corals that I put in here, but I don't think that's likely. I think it's more likely that they were reproducing and that they did successfully reproduce in here, because I've got a whole bunch of baby abalones absolutely everywhere in here. And well, number one, I don't have any mechanical filtration on this one. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but I do not have anything on here, so let's check them out, see if we can see them. The only problem is there's micro, super small. The thing is, they almost look like a speck of coralline algae until you look at them, and then they're a little darker red. But they certainly have a really red spot to them. So anything down here, see right here, if I get a super close up of this guy, just that little red spot right there, right underneath the discosoma. That's one right there. And really hard. Yep, red spot right there. You can see the tentacle sticking up, and then he's cruising around really slow. So that's a pretty good sized one right there. And let's see if we can find some other ones. For example, see right here, here's another bright red spot right there. That's one as well. Even smaller. Let's see. And here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more just right in right here. And of course, you almost need a magnifying glass to really check them out and see what they look like, or even, yeah, magnifying glass probably work pretty good. But yeah, there's that right there. So got a whole bunch of them here. Here's 2 more, and they have, that's their characteristic, like red spot on them. And as they grow, the red spot is limited to just one spot on their shell, at least on these guys. And the rest of their shell has been just like a grayish. But there's 2 more right there. Another one over there. So yeah, that's it. Hopefully they'll take off. I mean, I put them over here into the main display in the sump as well as on the main display, and certainly have more to eat in there. And the biggest I've seen them is about the size of my like fingernail. So I don't know if they get any bigger, if these guys are just gonna get bigger, or if that's as big as they get. So maybe this is I don't know if this is a smaller type of abalone, compared to a lot of the more common and bigger abalone that you've probably seen. So I believe there was a couple more up here, right up here in the front. Definitely was some more of the definitely all over the place, the small abalones. There's the one right there. Looks like it's like a coralline algae, but you can see it sticking up. Anyway, so hopefully those will do good. And check out the rest of my aquarium. Definitely everything is still alive. Got my fingers crossed here, guys. And just cleared up. The only thing I still have is fuzzy mushrooms. The only thing they were down since I added the red slime remover. Other than that, I definitely don't have any of the red slime anywhere in the aquarium itself. Well, except for down here in the sand areas right there still. But that's it. So other than that, we can check out what's interesting in here right now. You can check out the pulp extension on these Walt Disney home wrecker, and the rainbow splice looking a little bit better. A little bit more on them. So that one, and key lime pie looking pretty good, with good pulp extension, good color, as well as the blueberry stylo 4 right there, except definitely spot right underneath the bottom of him where he's receded up. I don't know if it's just die off and I'm getting enough light right there, but other than that, looks good. But you know, I've had them and then they start to recede. They look good pulp extension and start to recede, not getting enough nutrients. So yeah, and then on the main display over there, definitely getting more algae. So I don't know if it might definitely had the potassium was a little bit higher, so I don't know, it probably could be from the dehydrated chicken manure that I was adding in there. I think that might have increased the potassium as well. You know, I was trying to kick up the phosphates, but I was feeding that and the reefroids, so definitely gonna give it a rest for a day or two here and see if the algae bloom down over there will die down a little bit, because getting a whole bunch of the bubbles, oxygen bubbles of all of the algae growing and throwing out all of the bubbles into the water, right? So anyway, this one's doing good for now. 20 gallon quarantine. All right, that's my video, guys. We got these strange mini abalone reproducing in the aquarium, as well as the fail-safe valve. All right, guys, check you on the next one to see if what has lived and what has in fact died. All right, bye.